Hello everyone, welcome to the CDID tuning guide. In this video, I will explain to you how to tune your cars in CDID after the advanced tuning update. Before I start, I will explain to you about tuning cars. Tuning and modifying engines in CDID used to be just applying stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 horsepower modification, but this does not let the car to show its full potential. In real life, tuning can be much more complex, such as upgrading engine internals, setting the ECU or carburetor setup, adding force induction such as turbocharging or supercharging. Dyno testing is also done to acknowledge the power and torque of the engine after doing tuning. So, let me now do the engine tuning of a car in CDID. The most basic tuning in CDID is upgrading ECU or carburetor settings. This resets the fuel and ignition system, which raises the power of the engine. Next is the engine internals upgrade. This does not only improve the horsepower of the engine, but also lets the engine to be stronger and hold more boost pressure. However, there are some cars that cannot have their engine internals upgraded because there are no engine internals upgrades on sale. This only lets the engine more or less 10 psi more boost than stock boost maximum, unlike cars that could have their engine internals upgraded. For example, I have an Agya GR that I want to turbocharge, but it does not have any engine internals upgrade available. This means I can only put 10 psi of boost at maximum. Another example is the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio. This car does not have any engine internals upgrade, and this means it can only hold 10 psi more than stock boost. Turbocharging has two options, single or twin turbo. The turbocharger slider represents the boost pressure of each one turbo. So if you opt in twin turbo, you have to multiply by 2 to know how much boost you put on the engine in total. For example, if you put 10 psi single turbo on the slider, it means you have 10 psi of boost. But if you have 10 psi on the slider and you have a twin turbo setup, it means you have a 20 psi on the engine, 20 psi of boost pressure on the engine. Supercharging technique is also as tuning single turbo. However, superchargers behave differently than turbos. Superchargers are driven directly by the engine, so they are typically respond much faster than a single turbo. Remember, not all cars cannot be equipped with either turbo or supercharger, and not all cars can be equipped both, or so-called twin charging. If you put too much boost pressure on the engine, there will be a warning that will say that you will disable the engine. If you get this warning, turn down the boost pressure, otherwise you will blow the engine. It is safe to put high boost pressure on the engine. If you never get the notification, you will disable the engine. After you're done tuning your engine, you should do a dyno test to make sure the engine output is as desired. That's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Support me from Saweria if you want to. There's a link below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers!